Today was a really fun one. I managed to add 5 cards into the game. These 5 cards here at the end, they're all brand new. I mean, we had the design for most of them. I just finally had the time to implement. A GIMP released recently, the version 3.0. So I actually wanted to try doing these image manipulations with the software. To be honest, I didn't use any new feature, but anyway, it's still cool. So that's it. Here the cards. I'll just tell what was the design decisions behind them. So we kind of wanted to enable a few more archetypes, in particular things with like last stand and life leech. So life leech, it was changed. So this second sentence here is new, right? So before it would just heal, but now if you're at max health, you also get like that thing you don't really need the heal. You actually get as permanent max health. So that allows some like really cool archetypes. So in this case here with Rowana, the idea is to have like this demon, whatever it is, that keeps like getting fatter and fatter. So ideally you kind of want to put in the back or something to keep getting extra damage with masochism and more heal with life leech. I mean, you probably need to pair with somebody else to heal the masochism damage so the life leech can actually get the max health. And if it gets pretty big, and it's probably gonna be the last one standing, and then the last stand can kick in. So that's I think really cool. Like these scaling cards, like in this case, it keeps getting fatter and fatter. Second one, I think it's similar, but now on the tank side, right? Because of Bloodthirsty. So the idea is you probably want to use this card as like a second tank, or even like a main tank, if depending if like there's a good position effects, like in the that some DPS can't really use properly in the first position. So stuff like cleave or multi-strike in the first row, this will benefit really well, because like then you can apply the burning life leech really well. And if you apply to multiple people, ideally you'll be like again like getting more max HP, and then people would be dying from the burn, and then you heal from the bloodthirsty. At least that's kind of the idea. Who knows if that's gonna work properly. Then we have Lorg, which is I really like the design as well. The really feels like a shark. So momentum, well, like it's really cool ever since we added momentum to Dryasaur. This is by far my favorite card. It's so much fun. Like maybe I can show the, if I put Dryasaur here, if because like every time it attacks, it keeps like moving around. I should just put like all of this in here so we can see. The things like every time it attacks, it tramples and then it moves. So it is really cool to, because you can benefit from multiple position effects, right? So let's say here it does the chain strike, and then it moves to, let me put somewhere, whatever, let's say it gets poison, and then it gets whatever, divine shield. So it can be lucky, right? But for example, if you put in the first position here, and then you put like some DPS guy, then it's probably not good, because like it might move and make the DPS guy goes in front. So it's so much fun, and you basically want to position your guys kind of away from him. Anyway, I'll just show here one attack, and then we'll go back to the cards. But the idea is that like momentum is really cool, and this was he was kind of lucky, because like he missed, so he only attacked once. Okay, now hit, move, hit, trample, hit again, move. So you see that he got the divine shield here. Anyway, momentum is so cool. And now we have another card with that, which is this shark, and using the same idea here with the burn and bloodthirsty. This time it has the bleed and bloodthirsty, so it's kind of like this shark that keeps swimming around and like bleeding people, and then if they die, it keeps like healing back to full. At least that's the idea. Actually, let me skip this one because like this was a bit more personal, but I'll tell after. So Yaoi is this like shadow and light yeti, and I also think the design is really cool because it feels kind of useless, like kind of pointless. Like why you do damage to everybody, right? So Havoc does damage to everybody, and then Mass heals everybody, and it feels kind of useless card. But depending on how you use it, it can be really good. So for example, Havoc, because it's the first ability, is gonna trigger first. So if the opponent's cards are low already, so it's gonna damage first, and then it doesn't matter if he heals after, right? Because like the card's already dead. So that's pretty good. You can combo with something like Condemn, so that's really powerful combo if it appears in a position effect. It's gonna damage everybody, and then it's gonna heal everybody, and then it's gonna deal a billion damage. You can use for if you're facing a bunch of armor, so that's good as well, because like the damage is gonna do damage to the armor, and the heal is not gonna repair the armor, right? Because so it's you kind of only have the benefits and not the downsides. You can also play accordingly with your cards. Like maybe you have cards with something like a scarred skin, right? Like that you kind of it's okay to be damaged, or even if you want cards like with Beloved that you actually wanted to die in your team. So yeah, so that's kind of the idea here. And also Last Stand, it's again like trying to get like more cards with Last Stand. That's why we are even at a Rowena, and before we only had Arvinav. But that's another cool archetype that it was hard to pull off, because I mean, our idea is because I think we didn't have enough cards. Let's see, now we have like 2 more cards. See if you can enable that archetype. And last one, this article looks a bit more personal, because like, I don't know, I'm getting like really annoyed and upset because like I live here in the north of Thailand in Chiang Mai, and there is this smoke season. There's like they just burn everything, and then like, man, it's so unbearable. Like the city is like super smoky, and even yeah, I would try like go like this mask like this, like they're supposed to be better, but like, man, it gets so hot here, so it doesn't really work properly. Of course, I really should be able to travel away from here where it's smoky, but again, it's not traveling internationally like often. It's quite expensive, so actually I added here in the game to remind me to just keep working, and eventually the game is gonna be successful. So, and also I don't think it's spoiling the game. I think it makes sense here, right? So like the name, like, I mean, I just chose this name because like Taz is short for like Thailand Smoke, but if you don't know that, like, I think it looks like a cool name. And gameplay wise, I think it's also I think it's pretty cool. It's adding to, I think, Perryhorn, because like Perryhorn has this double aura, which is the reducing the attacks. So this one reduces like physical attack, and this one elemental attack. So this smoke guy here, see, he has like no damage or anything. It's just kind of like this aura bot with all the other stats that Perryhorn doesn't have, right? So it's essentially just if you really want to nerf the opponent team, you can bring this guy, which again is kind of weak, but he has all these auras, which they're not the best auras, but they're pretty good, especially Crippling Aura, and that's why it is the one that gets the lowest level, and it takes longer to level. And finally, to be able to put the in the posts on Hive, I want to put the cards like this, right? And with the transparent background, but because like the cards are there has a very complex structure, right? Because like you have the model, you have the background, you have the stats, the abilities, so you kind of need to render it and turn it to an image. So I did this before. I found some scripts that I did before, but now I put it into the game. And I mean, I'm using a hotkey, but very soon, probably in the next patch as well, I'll just add a button here somewhere where players can export the image and the table if they want to showcase in a post or in a video or something. So yeah, that's really cool. So that's what for example, here, if I want to add this Yeti, normally I'll select a level 6 here so I can show the abilities. As you can see, there's nothing here. If I press Ctrl Shift T, yeah, so I get the Yeti image here. So Yaoi at level 6, and in this other folder here I should have the table, and that's what I'm gonna use to put it on the post. Anyway, that was it for today. That was pretty fun, pretty cool. I liked working with cards and actual gameplay stuff. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you tomorrow.